Welcome to Transform with Travel, a show helping busy professionals plan more bucket list trips that reignite adventure and go beneath the surface, without the overwhelm of planning, the endless midnight scroll, and the crowded tourist traps. Buckle up because we are about to take off. Welcome back to another episode of Transform with Travel. I'm your host, Kelly Tolliday. I am so excited to be jumping in today in between our series of replays because today is a very extra special day. We are celebrating 100 episodes today and our 2-year anniversary, actually. So honestly, when I started this podcast, I had no idea where it would take me, but here we are, 100 episodes, 100 conversations, 100 aha moments later. We've explored the ways that travel shapes our lives, our relationships, our legacy, and the pivots that we take in our life. And I just want to say thank you for being part of the journey. Whether this is your first listen or your 100th, I'm really grateful that you're here today. And I always love milestones. I think they're a great time for reflection. And today I want to talk about where we stand as a global travel community. Travel is roaring back since, the pandemic. I don't think any industry has been hit as hard and has bounced back as quickly as the travel industry. Borders are open, flights are full, destinations are buzzing, but alongside this enormous and fast recovery, seeing the return and even the amplification of old problems becoming very real, new and future problems. Things like overcrowded destinations and thousands of people at landmarks, fragile ecosystems that are extremely under stress at the moment, and communities that are struggling to keep up with the demand of visitors. They're struggling to keep up with rising rent. There's a lot of animosity between locals and travelers in certain destinations. So overtourism is not just a buzzword, it's real, and it's affecting both the places that we love and the people who call those places home. And the truth is, travel is powerful. It transforms us. That's the name of the podcast, Transform with Travel. But it also leaves an impact behind. And the question is, what kind of an impact are we leaving? Now, on an individual traveler basis, we can't control how many people line up for a famous museum or how many cruises get to dock in Venice. That's a much larger, governmental issue. But we can choose the way that we as individuals travel. We can choose to visit it in the off season. We can choose to go beyond the Instagram famous spots. We can choose to spend our dollars with local guides and family run hotels that give back to their communities. We can choose to visit lesser known destinations as an alternative to the classic hotspots to help mitigate some of these issues. It's about shifting from us being consumers of travel to being stewards of it, asking ourselves, how can my journey not just change me, but also support the destination, the environment, the culture itself? And this is where I believe travel advisors come in. For those of you that have been around for a while, you know that I have been a travel advisor for some time. And we're truly not just here to book flights and hotels. We've really transformed the industry from travel agent, which is very transactional, book the hotel, book the flight, to a travel advisor. And a skilled advisor helps travelers make better decisions, not only for their own experience, but also for the health of the places that they're visiting. Advisors know when a destination is at risk of overtourism, and a good advisor can suggest alternatives that are equally enriching, but less crowded. They can connect you with partners who prioritize sustainability, regenerative tourism, and authentic local experiences. And these advisors are the ones who can help craft an itinerary that balances bucket list dreams, but also with these mindful, intentional choices. Working with an advisor isn't just about convenience or saving money or time or stress-free travel, all the things that we tout as travel advisors, but it's also about being part of a bigger movement towards more responsible travel. And that is something that I see the future of this podcast, the future of my own advising, the future of travel is really becoming, as I said, less about consuming travel and more about being stewards of travel and being stewards of responsibility and regenerative travel. So as we celebrate 100 episodes, my hope for the next 100 is this: that together we can keep inspiring journeys that transform us while also protecting the very places that make travel so magical. So here is to traveling deeper, traveling lighter, traveling with more intention. Here's to supporting communities, preserving cultures, and making sure that the generation next has the chance to fall in love with this world the way that we have. And here's to all of you, listeners, travelers, advisors, dreamers. Thank you for being a part of this incredible community and this incredible journey. Thank you for tuning in to our 100th episode. If you've loved this journey with me, the best way to celebrate is to share this podcast with a friend who believes in the power of travel. And until next time, keep transforming with travel. That's a wrap on today's episode. If you're feeling on fire and lit up to start planning the bucket list adventure you're craving, let's work together. I'm here to manage all of the hassle of planning, hand select your options specifically for you, and give you the inside scoop that no AI itinerary can give you. Click the link in the show notes to look through our pricing and packages. You're one click away from the adventure of a lifetime. This is your reminder to keep on exploring.